I am not unlike many of you. I wear many hats. I'm a mom, a wife, a daughter, a sister, a professional, a student, a friend, a colleague, and so much more. I'm here because of all of those roles, but also because of the role that I have at RWJ-Barnabas Health as the Executive Vice President and Chief Social Justice and Accountability Officer. My job is to end systemic racism. Why would a hospital care about racism? Because in meeting our mission to create healthier communities by addressing the clinical and social factors that lead to poor health, we know that we must. 80% of all health outcomes are due to social factors: where we live, what we eat, how much money we make, and whether we access health care. Stress is also a huge factor in health outcomes, and it happens to all of us, regardless of if we make $1 million or are pinching every penny. Each of these things can be linked to systemic racism and chronic illnesses such as heart disease. Heart disease is the #1 killer of women, claiming more women's lives than all forms of cancer combined. Black women are particularly affected, with a hospitalization rate of 240% more for heart failure than white women. I was asked to support the American Heart Association's Women of Impact campaign because of my work with equity. But what they didn't know, that this is very personal to me. I lost my grandmother when I was 5 years old to a heart arrhythmia. She didn't get to see her great-grandchildren. She didn't get to see her daughters become grandmothers. My mom was in her early 30s. I can't imagine losing my mom so early. Luckily, I don't have to. I am in my early 50s, and my mom also suffers from heart disease, non-ischemia cardiomyopathy, which means that her heart only functions at less than 20% and required that a defibrillator be placed in her more than 15 years ago. Thanks to organizations that focus on research, such as the American Heart Association, my mom is going strong. She still quilts, plays pinochle, she line dances 2 days a week, and she makes certain that my dad has an extensive honey-do list daily. I am proud to be a woman of impact and understand that I cannot do it all. Along this journey, I am challenging myself to do the things that will lower my risk. Eat healthier, exercise more, drink more water, take the time to make those preventative health appointments, and carve out just a little more time for me. I challenge you to do the same. We owe it to ourselves, but more importantly, we owe it to our children and our children's children and all of the people who love us. Superwomen are only in the funny papers, but real women make impact.